This is what this is?
Yes, this is how I do my squares. If you don't like what I'm doing, then let's just be done with this.
Hot take, but not getting my nails done is not an option.
Hey y'all, so it's 2026, and as a nail tech, I have something to say to the girls that get their nails done. And I'm pretty sure I'm speaking for most of the nail techs when I say this stuff.
If you are someone that actually cares about the health of your natural nails, you have no business doing your nails in a Peckham nail shop.
I can't keep going to the nail shop. I paid 58 Great British pounds for a refill today.
Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. It's Cynthia here, and guys, you're highly welcome to my channel. Guys, here I just like to talk about beauty trends and things that we women are concerned about. Okay, I took a short break and I'm back because things are still happening. Like, I just couldn't keep a close eye at this one. Ladies, it's 2026, a whole new year. I mean, we are in the year where AI is making nail design. Some are even doing nails. I mean, cars are driving themselves. But somehow, the nail tech drama is still the same. Honestly, I think it got worse. Every single week, it's another lady crying because her nail tech cancelled 10 minutes before the appointment after taking a deposit. Another case, it's because a finger is charged $15 for extra length when her natural nails are literally growing for free. And let's not even talk about these nail techs or nail salons who has rules and regulations longer than a visa application. No breathing too hard, no coming early, no coming late, no coming at all unless you have the exact cash with you, and so on. We're starting this year with things like this because it's really disheartening seeing ladies complain about this over and over again, especially when we're in the new year. But yes, a nail tech actually came out to tell us the difference between a private nail tech and a nail salon. And guys, I just feel like if you're not lucky with whoever is doing your nails, it's going to be the same regardless of whether the person is a private nail tech or the person works in a nail salon. But yes, without wasting too much time, let's get right into this video.
Hey y'all, so it's 2026, and as a nail tech, I have something to say to the girls that get their nails done. And I'm pretty sure I'm speaking for most of the nail techs when I say this stuff. So I just kind of want to briefly explain to y'all the difference between having a private nail tech and going to a nail salon. There's a big difference. You can't expect the booking process, the timing, the products, you can't expect none of it to be the same. For one, us private nail techs, we're one person, which is very different from going to a salon that can have up to like 10 nail techs in it. We have the same 24 hours as everybody else. So of course, when we're creating our booking sites and we're setting up our scheduling links and doing all this stuff, we're curating a process that is efficient enough to get y'all in, but also have us use our time, I guess you could say, wisely. Because like I said, we all have the same 24 hours. So of course, if I'm a nail tech and I am in high demand and I have plenty of people wanting to, come and book with me or texting me or whatever, of course I want to make sure that each appointment has a specific amount of time and is taking up a specific amount of time, just so I'll be able to fit everybody in. I don't know if I'm explaining that like correctly enough, but pretty much we have to make sure we're not wasting unnecessary time. So I say all that to say, basically, when y'all complain about, oh, you asking for specific add-ons too much, oh, this policy is unnecessary, oh, I just want to come get my nails done, I don't feel like booking. You have to understand that we have to be specific, we have to be strategic, we have to be efficient with our time and yours. But for real, let me know how y'all feel in the comments, because I want to know what y'all be thinking in y'all head too. Like, as consumers, do y'all have any concerns too? And I know y'all do.
Well, I get what she's trying to explain, and I feel like when an appointment is booked and you guys have agreed on what exactly you're going to do, the payments and everything, that settles it, you know. The nail tech or whoever is providing you the service would calculate how long he or she thinks your appointment is going to be, and that's it. But what I don't understand is the extra charges, that comes with these things, even when it has been discussed already.
And this is what this is?
Yes, this is how I do my squares. If you don't like what I'm doing, then let's just be done with this. Because now it's like you're antagonizing me
I'm not
and like coming at how I do
antagonizing you.
nails. Like it's really kind of rude. So in regards to this, since I'm not giving you what you want, I refunded you your deposit, and we could be done with that.
I'm not.
We're all good. You don't
antagonizing
even gotta worry about it. We all good. I'm gonna open the door so you can go.
Oh my goodness. And what is funny is that a lot of people keep saying, speak out, speak out, speak out. Now we've seen what happens when you try to speak out. This is most likely going to happen to a lot of people who try to speak out because they'll feel like you're trying to teach them their jobs and they'll end up canceling your appointments in your face. Well, I feel like this lady is even lucky she got refunded back her deposit. Some people don't even get that much luck. They just push them out.
Okay, y'all, so I need to know if I'm tripping. My birthday is in 3 days. My birthday's on Friday, right? I book a nail tech to get my nails done. Mind you, I do everything myself. I do my wigs myself. I do my makeup myself. I do everything myself. I can't do nails myself. And I would have went to the nail salon, whatever, but I was like, I'm gonna book me a nail tech because they work do be a little better, a little cleaner, whatever the case may be. And I hate booking people. This is the reason why I do my own shit, even when I don't feel like it. But like I said, I cannot do my nails. So I went ahead and booked a nail tech, even though I've had so many bad experiences every time, specifically with nail techs because they be fucking tripping. And boom, before the appointment, she hits me up asking me to reschedule an hour earlier. Mind you, I get off of work 4:30. She's asking me to come 5 to 5:30. I'm like, whatever, I guess I can make some shake. Like, I work from home, so I'm not dressed. I'm not ready for real. I get ready real quick, and I'm a little late. I'm 5 minutes late. She texts me like, oh, where are you? Because there's a late fee for 5 minutes and a cancellation for 10. Okay, I understand that's your policy. But am I tripping, y'all? You rescheduled. I'm accommodating you in the reschedule that you had to make, first of all. So how would a late fee be? But you know what? I was like, you know what? It's still an appointment at the end of the day. I still agreed to the time. So cool. I was going to let that slide. So I'm 5 minutes late. I'm in my appointment. Boom. She starts doing my nails. She's talking to me, whatever. Then she's on the phone, just ghetto as fuck. The person on the phone asking like, oh, who nails are you doing? She like some client. That's like, I wasn't even sweating that because it's just like I've been to servicers who be on the phone, whatever. So that was just like a little eye roll. That was just like a little like, weird. I wouldn't do that. Mind y'all, I do makeup. I'm a service provider as well. And I would not be on the phone with a client. I never understood why people who do services do that. To me, that's unprofessional and rude as fuck, especially when y'all just, gossiping it up. So then I'm just like, and how much is your late fee? $15. I'm like, for 5 minutes? Yeah, that's my policy. But because it's your birthday on Friday, I can change it to 10. I was going to let that slide because I'm thinking, mind you, the service that I bought was for short nails. I booked the appointment, put down the deposit, scheduled my appointment for short nails. Why is she doing medium on me? Trying to charge me for a medium. So I'm like, I booked short nails. So she tells me like the overall price. She's talking about $95. Where did $95 come from? What I booked was $75. I paid a $25 deposit. I should be owing $50, babe. Plus the late fee, $65. So I explained this to her. She's like, well, you want stiletto nails. That's not going to look right short. Then she's going to say stiletto is $20 extra. Y'all heard me right. $20 extra for a stiletto shape. That was not on the website. I will put the picture of what the booking site says. So I tell her, I'm like, that you didn't put that on your website. That's not on there when I booked. That was not on there. She's like, oh, well, all the nail techs charge for different shapes. No, that should be on your website if you're charging $20 extra for a different shape. It's like, well, I never had a problem. If you go on any other nail tech site, I'm like, but this is yours. This is your site, and it does not say that on there. Then for her to talk about, oh, it's not gonna look right short. So you're forcing me to get medium, and then you're talking about it's $20 extra for a shape. Then you talking about a $15. It's too many red flags. It's too many. It's too much shit. It's too much at this point. I the fuck left. I sure did. Because I feel like with nail techs, this always seems to happen to me to where they will have a certain price on the site and it never ends up being that price when you get there. But for some reason, it always changes when they actually do your nails. And that's why I don't like getting my nails done. I don't like going to nail techs because the shit is always a headache. But let me know if I'm tripping. Let me know if I'm tripping, please. Like, is this some kind of nail knowledge that I should be knowing that they charge extra for stiletto or something? Am I just out the loop? Or, like, what's going on? Because I need to know for real. Because out of all the experiences I had, child, this one blew me. I'm walking the fuck out. I'm not paying you shit.
She's right. Like, it should have been stated on her website so that if I'm booking, I know how much I'm going to pay. Not when I'm on your chair and you're trying to tell me how much I'm supposed to pay that doesn't tally with what I initially saw on your website. Like, come on. Why do most of them do this? On the website, it's a different price. And then when you go there, your nails are done, you're trying to pay, you hear a total different price. Like, it's crazy. The lack of professionalism is crazy. And then she mentioned the nail tech on a call while doing her nails.
I can't keep going to the nail shop. I paid 58 Great British pounds for a refill today because she said that I had long length. This was long, supposedly, and it's the French tip and chrome. And she said I had a wide nail bed. That's crazy to me because since when did they start charging for nail bed size? She was like, it takes longer. Be quicker. This is your job. Anyways, I'm now going to learn how to do press-ons because I don't like going to service providers when I'm not happy with the service anyways. So I need press-on inspo, how to do press-ons. That's going to be my next venture. I'm very much a DIY girl. I'm in my DIY bag again. If anything, I'll ask them to put the acrylic on and I'll do the designs myself. I can't.
Now they're charging for a large nail bed, like she called it. What is happening? Very soon they'll be charging you for moving from your house to their shop. Because what? Come on, large nail bed. This is the first time I'm hearing this one. These unnecessary add-on fees that keep popping up, guys, is crazy.
So I am literally shaking right now with how livid I am right now. I went to get my nails done today at Pelham Nail Bar in Pelham Manor. I typically have the person that I go to for my feet, who's fabulous, and the person I typically go to do my nails, which I've typically always done UV. But today I decided to do dipping powder because I kept seeing the recent videos about UV gel and UV light causing cancer. As this guy is drilling down my nail bed, I keep kind of like, flexing my hand and my nails in a way like, okay, you can stop because I can feel it hot. The sensitivity is killing me and it's like harsh. It's like super harsh. It's as if like I'm not, like I don't have any pain. That's what I don't understand about specifically, non-black people. They feel like we can just go through pain. Like you're really rough with my hand. You're drilling down my nail bed. Like, come on. Like it gets to a point. So eventually he says that if we don't do the UV top coat, it's going to take for a while to dry. So I'm like, okay, I really don't want to do the UV top coat, so I'll wait for it to dry. You can already tell he's annoyed because now he has to wait for me. Mind you, as he was doing my nails, and a lot of them, when I mean them, I'm meaning the people that do nails, which are typically Vietnamese people, they grab your hand really harsh. When you point out a flaw or something you want them to fix, they get so irritated, they get so mad, okay? As if like you didn't come to them for them to do a service for you. as I'm waiting for my nails to air dry, I'm like, this is not gonna work. Like, I have to go. And I'm like, I go to him and I'm like, hey, you can just put the UV top coat, I can go. Prior to this, my nails had a bunch of crust from the dipping powder that I'm like, are you just gonna leave that on my nails? He was like, oh, well, you can kind of, basically he was telling me like, no, I'm not gonna leave it in your nails, but if anything, like, I'm just gonna finish it and you can do it at home, which I don't like, because I'm coming to you for a service. You're doing my nails. I didn't come to you with my nails looking crusty and looking unfinished. It is your job to make sure when I leave out of your place or out your seat that I look like I got my nails done. Mind you, this whole time he's been rude. This whole time he's been pulling my hands, like, you know, grabbing it. Like, so as I'm getting ready to pay, respectfully, I didn't even want to give him tip, right? But I always respect tipping culture. I always make sure I leave 20% and above, right? But because he was rude, and because another thing he was doing, which I love when they do, when the Vietnamese people at the nail salon, when they're doing your nails and they don't like you or they feel like you're annoying them, they start talking hella about how I'm doing powder and I'm not doing with UV and how it's going to take more longer and how like probably I'm seeming as if I'm doing too much. So I get there, I pay in cash, and I just give him a $5 tip for basically his time, even though his service was horrible. Once I leave and I go in my car, I actually go to the gym. And then I'm in the gym and I keep picking with my nails because under my nail there was like a bunch of gunk from the dipping powder that he never got rid of. Like, there's a specific drill, it's like a stick, or it's like they use it to put under, so that way like underneath your nails it's clean. So I come back and I'm like, hey, can he, you know, fix my nails under? Like, there's a bunch of crust from the dipping powder, there's a bunch of leftover residue. And then he calls him, his name is Kai. So Kai is obviously annoyed because I'm back, and he's like, okay, sit here. And he was like, you're gonna need to wait. In my mind I'm thinking maybe he's gonna go back and put something away and come back. No, he's trying to finish up somebody's pedicure. I go up to the manager, I'm like, hey, like, I really have to go, can you just have somebody else to clean this up for me? So he calls Kai again. So Kai's irritated at this moment, so he comes back eventually, mad tight, already talking under his breath in his language, and then he starts grabbing my hand. At this point I'm really annoyed because I'm not a difficult person. I am not the customer that comes in looking for handouts or trying to get discounts. None of that. Like, I will pay well and beyond for a great quality service. He's pulling my hand, I have it, and I'm like, I say to him, I was like, do not touch my hand like that. Do not pull my hand like that, touch me like that ever again in your life. And then I pull his hand to show him, is this what you want me to do to you? And he's trying to calm down because now he knows how he looks, right? And everybody's seen that, right? So then eventually I go to the manager, I said, he's not touching my hand again. And I said, at this point somebody needs to run me my money or do something because I'm not going with him and my nails are still a mess. So eventually they give me to somebody else who does a great job. His name is Jason, and he cleans me up. But when I tell you, I am just sick and tired of going to these nail salons that, number one, they're very disrespectful to women of color. It could be Hispanics, it could be blacks, but the way they treat us in the nail salon is out of pocket. I started recently going to nail salons because my nail tech that I would go to, she stopped. So I recently found this place, and I recently just went to a new technician because I wanted to do dipping powder. My regular technician only did UV, and this is the treatment that I get. Tired of being disrespected, being handled like I'm some type of animal, and then being looked at like I'm type of cuckoo. And I know I'm not the only black woman or woman of color who goes to nail salons and get disrespected or leave the nail salons unsatisfied. And I feel like if nothing changes, if nobody stands up, or if nobody is able to do something about it, this is why they're able to get away with it. They're able to keep overcharging us. They're able to keep disrespecting us, and it's uncalled for. So this is the place of the guy, Kai. I will never go to you again, and I recommend nobody to ever go to him. If you had a good experience with him, awesome, I'm happy for you. But he was horrible, and you don't touch a woman like that. You don't grab nobody's hand like that. And I'm sick and tired of other technicians that do that. As a part of me, I don't even think like I even want to go to that place. And the manager, what he should have done, hey, oh, your next time, I got you, this and that. Or all he did was give me to another person to get the job done. But I'm tired of them allowing disrespectful technicians to keep doing other people's nails and treat customers in that way. It has to stop.
Watching this, you can literally feel people are giving up. I mean, her whole experience was really, really sad. I feel so sorry for her. The way she was handled wasn't fair at all. And I feel like a lot of people are going back to the DIY days because of things like this.
I accidentally made a nail appointment at the wrong nail salon, and let me tell you about it because I just finished that nail appointment. I went to it because I felt bad for calling and telling them that I made a nail appointment at the wrong salon. You know, I just didn't want to do it. So I went to the nail appointment, and it went terribly, terribly. He cut me. He didn't listen to anything that I said. Yeah, let me tell you about it. So I'm really frustrated, and let me tell you why that is. Because in the nail salon, I was actually as calm as I could be and did not express any frustration. So I'm expressing it now because I did not express it then. Okay? Point blank period. Don't be like, were you like this in this salon? No. I was very calm, cool, and collected, but I am frustrated. And I need to rant. Okay? Okay, great. Anywho, so I go in, I tell him I want to soak off because I don't want them ripping my nails off. He immediately starts ripping my nails off. Great. I'm like, ow, that hurts. Please don't do that. And so then he starts drilling my nails off so that he can soak them off and it won't take so long. Fine. Totally fine. The drill slips, cuts me. That feels great. I'm starting to bleed. He's like, oh, I'm sorry. I'm like, that's okay. I knew it was an accident. We move on. Then he starts putting my nails on. The fake nails on, right? After he cut my real nails down, which I did not want him to do, he cut my real nails like all the way down. Moving on after that. He puts the real nails on. He starts to cut them down. But backtrack. Before he took the first set off, I told him I really like the shape and I really like the length. I just want them a teeny bit shorter because they had grown out. I really like the length. Just take what had grown out off. So, anyway, I told him I really like the shape. He already knew. He should have already known what I wanted. So, he goes to cut them down. And before I could tell him, oh, that's a little too short, snip. My nails are now like cat nails. I have very wide nail beds, so you need to go longer so that they look proportionate in order for me to have an almond nail. That's just how that works. I guess maybe some people don't understand that. The other girl that I go to at the other salon understands that very well, which is really why I like her, because she understands the proportions. He did not, which is a lot of people struggle with that. Anyway, so I was very frustrated. At this point, he's not listened to anything I've said. I've already shown him a picture of what it wanted. And so we move on. He starts to lay the acrylic on my nail, and it's colored acrylic. And I'm like, I don't really love that color. Can we just do clear? He seems a little annoyed, but he wipes it off and starts with clear acrylic. I'm like, okay. Then we finish with that. He pulls out one color, does not give me any options for colors. But I'm like, okay, I already showed him the picture, so maybe he has an idea. Cool. Pulls out the color. He says, this is a clear pinky nude. I'm like, all right, maybe that's like what he thinks is going to look like my picture. Starts to put it on, which I wanted chrome on top, so I'm like, fine. Starts to put it on, and I was like, I just don't want you to be able to see where my nail stops and the nail tip keeps going, you know? I don't want a harsh line there. And he keeps going. He puts 2 coats, and then he puts the top coat on, and you can clearly see, I don't know if you can see it in the picture because the shine, but you can clearly see in person where that line is. It looks terrible in person. Terrible. And if you get your nails done, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Anyway, yeah, I was very frustrated, and I told him, I was like, I literally told him that, and he put the top coat on right after that. I'm like, are you not listening to what I'm saying? Like, so at that point, then he goes to get the chrome. I told him, I said, I want clear chrome. He was like, oh, we don't have that. That's like the whole nail. Like, that's the whole, that's what I want, you know? I wouldn't have picked that nail without the chrome. So he pulls out the chrome they have. It's a blue chrome and a yellow chrome. Okay, he puts it on. I'm like, I just, no chrome. So this is what we got. It's not really a pinky nude. It's just a nude. You can see right through it. My nails are way too short. And they're not really almond. They're like pointy. I guess kind of almond. Like these two are okay, I guess. But yeah. Safe to say I will not be going back there. I should cancel the appointment, but I'm very frustrated.
I mean, guys, it can be really frustrating when you tell somebody exactly what you want and the person says, okay, and goes to do the opposite. it can be really frustrating. Like, I totally understand how this lady feels, but low key, I kind of like her nails. Like, they look good. I don't know, guys, but I mean, it is what it is. She's not happy with it, and her feelings are valid. Now, what is just annoying me here is how he kept on doing the opposite of what she asked for.
If you are someone that actually cares about the health of your natural nails, you have no business doing your nails in a Peckham nail shop. My nails stay done. I always have biab on my nails. My nail tech just moved countries though, so I knew I needed to find a new nail tech, which I did. However, I needed to get my biab removed. Oh, what I went through today in Peckham. Walked into the shop. Can you take off my biab? They said yes. The woman even ran to the door. She said, yeah, you want to do your nails? I said, yeah, I want to remove my biab. She said, come sit down, £10. Calm. The drill she brought out, I said, we're going to file off the top coat and we're doing a soak off, yes? A soak off. She said, no, we're not doing a soak off. Like, she had, if you saw the drill, she started drilling. And that's when I realized, oh, you're trying to take all the biab off with the drill. Have you lost it? But I said, Ace, soak off. You soak it off, because the way my nail tech does it, my nail tech and my friend, shout her out every single time, we just do the soak off on each individual finger, and then the little cuticle pusher, jun, and then, you know, the soft file, boom, boom, boom. My nails, my natural nails are always intact. This woman's then arguing with me. She's saying she don't understand what I'm saying. I'm saying, call the person that does. I'm there explaining it to them. They're saying, no, we can't do that. That takes too long. That's going to be £15. I said, you just said it was £10 to take off my biab. All beefing me now. They're all arguing, saying, no, we can't do that. That takes too long. We're using the drill. I'm on the phone to my friend, by the way, that's moved countries, my nail tech. I'm like, bro, see what they're saying. She's like, no, they're not supposed to do that. After all that back and forth, I said, let me just go, because you guys clearly can't do what I want to do. There was so much back and forth. The other women in the shop were like saying she should, like, she's not asking for too much. She just wants to preserve the health of her natural nails. And they're saying that that takes too long. No worries, I'll find a shop that can, or so I thought. Guys, did I not go to like 7 different shops? I went to Coco Nails, Lisa Nails, the nail shop connected to the little lash shop, all the nail shops in Peckham. I went to all of them. All of them said, no, we can't do it. They were all bringing out one big metal drill. I said, okay. I even Googled it because I thought maybe I'm losing my mind. Even on Google, it says you soak it off and you use a little cuticle pusher to just take it off. It's straightforward. No worries. I eventually found a nail shop where there was a lovely older woman in there that said she can do it for me the right way, and she did it for me. Remember, the other guys were saying they wanted £15, something that's a £10 job. This woman said to me it was a £10 job. She did it. Very gentle, very nice. My nails were in excellent condition at the end. She was even doing a little hand massage at the end. Did I not tip her £10? I then paid her 20, because it's the principle. Genuinely so shocked. Like, if you actually care about your natural nails, if you don't care about your natural nails, like, keep going to these Peckham nail shops. Like, you are more than welcome to do so. I go there for my toenails because, to be quite honest with you, I don't give a toss as long as they look nice. But my hand nails, I care about these a lot. I built this brick by brick. I was actually so angry. And now I understand why people be starting all those arguments in the Peckham nail shops. It makes sense. They just care about quick money. Do one rubbish job on your hands.
Oh my goodness. Imagine what she went through. This is really getting out of control. Like, the client tells you what she wants. You first of all say you can do it. And as time goes on, you're doing the opposite. Come on. Come on. Just say you're not doing that initially and allow her keep moving. You know, like, let her keep going to find where she'll get it done the way she wants to. Everything right now for quick money, and it's crazy.
Okay, I have the worst luck getting my nails done, and this just topped the cake. When I tell you I had a full crash out in my car, and I am the type of person, I paid 20%, like, I paid $120 for these. So I'll show you what I asked for and what I got. Okay, this is what I asked for. Look how cute. I wanted something fun for New Year's.
Like,
I was like, okay, let's go a little more pink, and this is what I got. Like, please. So bad. Like, I literally cried. I just ripped all of them off. So I think it looks a little better now. I'll show you guys a close up of me ripping them off. But I paid $120. I'm so sad. The lady was so sweet. Like, I can't say anything. This year I will learn how to speak up and go from there. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
The nail inspo she was showing looked like press-ons. And a lot of people don't know how to recreate press-on designs on a plain work, because most press-ons are made by machines and all that. The nails she got, they weren't just it at all.
Okay, I am not being a Karen or anything, but let me just tell you the worst experience I've ever had in my whole entire life of doing my nails at a nail salon that I just went to. So, long story short, I moved here 2 months ago, so I haven't got my nails done in a while. So I'm like, let me just look for a nail place. We're going on vacations, in a few days, so let me just find a place. Found this place, had 4.7 stars out of a good few hundred reviews. So I was like, okay, let me call them, see if they're available. They're available. I went in. This guy has me sit down. The minute I meet him, his energy just feels very, very off. And I was like, okay, whatever. Maybe I'm just judging him. Sit down. I showed him a picture of what kind of nails I want to do. I wanted to do French tips with very thin white tips. And I clearly showed it to him. He's like, okay. And then he's like, well, I'm an experienced tech. I know what I'm doing, so you don't really have to explain it to me. And I was like, well, I'm explaining to you because I just wanted to tell you what kind of nails I want. And he proceeds to do my nails. He puts these white tips on, okay? This is not even what I showed him that I wanted. I showed him a little bit long with white, thin tips. He proceeds to do this. He's like, oh, I know what I'm doing. He does this, okay? Look how bad my thumb looks. Look how bad this looks. Whatever, he does it. And I'm looking at him. I was like, this is not what I want. And I'm being really nice, very calm. I'm not giving him attitude. I'm not saying anything bad. I'm just like, oh, this is not what I showed you. This is not what I wanted, Like, I've been getting my nails done for years, and I've done French tips like that for years now. And he looks at me. He's like, well, then you know what? You can get up and you can leave. You can leave. And, I don't appreciate you telling me that you don't like the way I do nails. I was like, first of all, I never said I don't like the way you do nails. I never said that. I'm just saying it's not the picture that I showed you. He's like, well, this is how I do French tip. And I was like, but that's not what I'm asking for. And he literally tells me, he's like, get up right now and leave my salon. And I was like, are you the owner of the salon? And mind you, I'm talking with a very calm tone, not yelling, not screaming, not doing nothing bad. I'm not being disrespectful. He's like, yes, I am. Now you can leave. He leaves these tips on for me. He literally does not even take them off. And I was like, well, can you at least take this off for me so I can go to a different salon? He's like, no, sorry, I can't. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do anything anymore. And mind you, there's other customers in the salon, and they're all just staring at all this happening. How embarrassing. This is unbelievable. And again, I'm not trying to be a Karen or complain on here. I'm just shocked at what happened. I've never ever been in this kind of situation before, and I am shook right now. He literally kicks me out, and he's the owner of the salon. How is this business even successful? How? I am disgusted. Like, he literally left these on. Look how ugly they are. Look at that. Ew. If I could show you the image, I just don't know how the background thing works where I can show you an image that I chose, but literally so different from what he did. I have nothing to say. If you guys live in Georgetown, Texas, and Austin, the city's Georgetown, and there's a place called Season Nails and Spa. I do not recommend that place at all. I literally do not recommend it. They are so nasty and so unprofessional. Yeah, disgusting. Sorry, ladies, that nail salon was in Liberty Hill, actually, not Georgetown. But yeah, I did go somewhere else. I got my nails done. I ended up doing Funny Bunny because I did not want to take the risk anymore with French tips. So yeah.
It's crazy. I come to you, I show you a picture of what I want. You proceed to do what you normally do and tell me that's how you do what I want. What? This year is really starting off strong. Now, these people are kicking clients out because they're speaking up. Last year, I remember when we said we all need to speak out. If you don't like something, tell them what you don't like. And now this year, they're like, okay, if you don't like it, get up and leave. It's crazy. Which one are we going to do eventually? It's really crazy because at this point, everybody should just get nail equipment in their homes and just start making their nails because you don't even know who you're going to go to that will treat you this badly. But don't get me wrong, They're sweet, really sweet people that do nails out there. I have one in my corner. I'm super grateful. But I have also experienced my own fair share of horrible nail techs, and it's crazy. It can be really annoying when you experience that firsthand. I don't know which is it, guys. Just do the one that works very well for you. But yes, let me know in the comment section, have you had your own fair share of horrible nail techs already this year? Let me know in the comments. And yes, beautiful people, I have come to the end of the video. I hope you all enjoyed it. If you did, do not forget to give the video a fat thumbs up. If you are not subscribed, consider subscribing, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye.